Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Disney Parks Walk and Talk from your friends here at Laughing Place. My name is Doobie. I am in frigid Northern California looking at beautiful blue skies at Disney's Hollywood Studios with my good friend Jeremiah. How you doing, Jeremiah?
Good, Doobie. You're in frigid. I'm in 87 degrees. The humidity's not bad, but it's still pretty warm
I
up
was
here.
I was in this weather 1 week ago. That weather's better. It's just that simple. There's no question. So, we are going to take a walk around Disney Hollywood Studios today. If you'd like to be a part of this, that's what the chat's for. Just let us know anything you'd like us to see or any questions you have. Otherwise, we're just going to take a tour. Is there anything special we want to see today, Jeremiah?
So this was scheduled because the Academy Awards are coming up this Sunday? Question mark.
Yes. Yes,
Uh,
this Sunday.
and the Disney Parks has had a history of doing Academy Awards, Oscar stuff, especially here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. For many years, they actually had it so you could hold one of the Oscars that was going to be given out to one of the award winners. And this year, we got food. But I went into the commissary, which is where I thought the food was, and there is no sign of the food.
Where's the food?
I don't know. If Mac or Tony are watching, if they can track down where the food is supposed to be, I thought it was the commissary. That's what I remember reading. I know Disneyland at Carthay Circle restaurant, they have the Academy Award, the Oscar that was given to Walt, the honorary with Snow White and the Seven Small Ones, which I hope is still around when I make it out there in a couple of weeks so I can see it, because I don't recall ever seeing that.
Trying to find out where these are. I see there's like a popcorn blend. Yeah, the commissary is supposed to have the tropical tart topped with Oscar's chocolate coin. You did not see that?
It may be mobile order, because that has mostly become mobile order, and there's one window for the walk-up, and I didn't see anything. But
And then there's an Oscar's 95 specialty popcorn blend. So
So-
maybe you'll find them. But we're still here. We've got Gertie. That has an important movie history.
yes. So
I
yeah,
don't know
we're
if
just
you know
walking.
this.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
don't know if you know this, Jeremiah, but I was recently on a Disney cruise. I kind of kept it under wraps, but you
You
may have
were?
heard. Yeah. And one of the first trivia I played, one of the questions was about, the answer was Gertie.
I think I did that same. Was the question worded really poorly?
I believe it was, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, it was the same when I was on the fantasy a few weeks ago, because I could remember that also. And there, one of the things I love is we were talking to some of the cast, the guest activities people, and they're like, we just are handed the binder and told this is what we're doing. They can't change anything, they can't correct anything, and some of them were so great and would be telling us just like, I wish I could remember what one of the bad questions was, but it was literally a statement that was, there was no question to it. It was just a statement, and that was a trivia question.
Yeah, we had some interesting ones, but I don't care. At least for what I care about on trivia is how well I do. I just love being there and playing, and I love laughing at the people who do care. And anyway, let's get back to Hollywood
I
Studios.
resemble that remark. So
I know.
right here is where Chippendale as Rescue Rangers meet. Exciting.
Really?
Yeah, that's so they did what they're doing a lot of this with the retail space, which is something that, in all the time that we've been going to the park, seeing them turn retail space into character meet and greets or seating area, that's just unheard of.
Wasn't that an Indiana Jones store?
Yes. And the outside area, which is where Chippendale actually do meet, was just overflow for merchandise too. But they've not reopened that store since the pandemic. And hang on. That's not working either. That's where Chippendale now meet as Rescue Rangers. So I saw them out the other day with a very long line, which is always a good sign.
Very good.
I mean, right over here, this used to be an outdoor vending cart, and now it's just a display. So,
okay.
I don't know if it's going to stay permanently like that or if it's just for right now, but hey, I enjoy a little bit more open walkways and more meet and greets and seating areas.
That stroller looks very lonely.
I was about to say that myself. It's just in the middle of the walkway. Something in all my years, I don't think I've ever seen this happen. Indiana Jones, the show, dumped, as we used to say. And I would say about 90% of the people that were in the show exited the park.
How odd.
Yeah, it was like a mass exodus. You could just see everybody coming straight out of the theater, going down Hollywood Boulevard and heading out.
Where are they going?
I'm guessing to the hotels. It's 87 degrees and...
Why you're whining about 87 degrees? That is not hot. And no humidity? That is so pleasant.
Oh, no, there's humidity. It's just low humidity.
That is downright pleasant. I was there. I walked the parks for 2 straight days. I don't even think I broke a sweat. It was beautiful.
You're so lying.
Hey, I'm in better shape now, Jeremiah.
I like to say that I'm in pretty good shape, and it's definitely sweat season already.
I can't wait to talk to you guys later. We're going to have Disney Parks Talk today at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm looking forward to talking a little bit about the trip I just had to Walt Disney World and on the Disney Wish. So, going to be fun. I got to ride Flight of Passage, and I'm going to talk about it. Only 4 years late, whatever it is.
6. It's almost 6 years late.
Has it really been open 6 years?
I think it's 6 years in May.
But so while I was gone, I was kind of out of the loop. But it looks like something new came to that too while I was gone.
Yes, Mandalorian, Din Djarin, and Grogu have arrived. They arrived last Wednesday, which, if you didn't hear me whine about that day, you didn't have your ears unplugged, because that was probably one of the most exhausting days I think I've ever had, as a fan or as working for Laughing Place.
I heard your whine all the way at Castaway Key or wherever I was that day.
But yeah, we'll head back there, see if he pops out. I did a pre-walk just to kind of see if there was anything going on, do the updates that we need to do. And for a Monday, there is not much going on around here. So I'm guessing we may have some big news hit, at 5 or...
Looks pretty busy though. A lot of people.
Yeah, it's a nice day. Rise of the Resistance standby had an 80-minute wait, so that's nice.
That's not bad.
Compared to like the 6 hours it had when it opened. Here's a gelato cart.
That's new, right?
Yeah, it's one of the bike ones, but it is pretty. They hooked it up, and Miss Piggy is not even spinning, but she's not even spitting.
Spouting, no spouting or spinning.
Yeah, it's quieter back here. I mean, like I said, it's also 2 something or other, so it is midday break time.
It's a wonderful shop. Is it returned?
Stage 1 has not returned either, so again, I don't understand if it is. Oh, if you look at this gentleman in front of us, that's a Roosevelt shirt.
Were mine.
Yeah, it's a wonderful store. Stage 1, neither one of them have returned. So, I don't know if it's lack of merchandise, lack of cast members, or just they can turn off the AC and save a couple of bucks. But Mama Melrose is open and it smells so good. And to answer your question before you ask it, no, we've not heard anything about Phineas and Ferb returning back here.
Yes, that was on the tip of my tongue.
It would be nice if they just opened up those gates and used that building again for Phineas and Ferb meet and greet.
For Baymax.
No, Baymax is going to San Francisco.
That's true. Hey, the door's open. These doors here, sometimes they're closed and you have to zigzag them, and sometimes they're open like this.
Yeah, without anything here, it's just you exit Muppets and you're either going to Mama Melrose or you need to get back out here, have some rat pizza.
Is Rock and Roller Coaster still closed?
It is. For the.
What do you think's going on back there?
I don't know.
Any speculation?
Well, there was this weird rumor, and the only reason I'm sharing this rumor is because I just had to laugh at it when I saw it the other day. One of the guys who was in the video, the pre-show video, like as a roadie, tweeted out or said on an interview or something that they're putting Queen in there right now. And yeah, somebody who was in a video that was filmed, 25 years ago at least. And then I guess he had not a retraction, but he followed up with like, he's not really sure where he heard that information from. It was one of those like, why?
He probably just didn't know his own strength. He didn't know it would like be something. Just, hey, look what I heard.
I was at DCA on opening day, and I heard that I can't even come up with a good rumor to state.
Oh, Money at 30 says Queen is among his top guesses. Really? Queen, of all people.
It's Disney owned now. See if anyone will find it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But then again, that means there wouldn't be a pre-show, really.
Why not?
Are they gonna de-age Freddie Mercury and have him mixing?
You could just go with the rest of the band.
And what's his name?
Recognition. I don't know who's in Queen. Other than Freddie Mercury.
No, they've been touring, and the lead singer is one of the guys. I think he was from American Idol.
Oh, Adam Lambert. I just said it, and I retracted it, and that's who it was. Adam Lambert. Thank you. Money at 30.
But I don't think. I mean, it could be. They could put anything in there, but at this point,
Aerosmith.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see any major changes because they just redid the guitar with the signage and everything else. So even the sign that says Rock and Roller Coaster is currently down, walk this way to Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy still says Aerosmith. Wow, my brain just stopped. Did you hear that? Like,
I was about to call Central First Aid and tell them to get over to that too.
That was amazing. Okay, so we're going to turn this corner and we're going to
look for Mando. Scott Trek says maybe Powerline is how they'll retheme it.
That was something that years ago they did a test of. And I would love to see that. That would be hilarious.
No one knows who Powerline is except for us Disney geeks.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing. Okay, I'm just judging by the lack of crowds. He has not emerged. But I do see some people hiding in the corner. So do you want to sit here and vamp for a few minutes and talk about your trip?
We probably should actually explore unless you think it's like truly imminent.
Well, there's a PhotoPass person who is just taking normal pictures of the marketplace, but there are two people waiting by the gate of where he comes out. So
what was it like on Wednesday when he made his debut?
I don't know how to describe how scary it actually was. Like, and I've said this about being on Tron in Shanghai. I had my first anxiety attack in the queue for Tron in Shanghai because it shut down and I was stuck in this tight walkway. Over here, I came into the marketplace. You could not even move. It it was like Black Friday. You know, there's a TV on sale for $120 and everybody wants it and you were fighting for it.
Was it majority fans who just wanted a chance, or was it majority creators?
No, it was majority fans because we didn't find out until his first set was at 11. I want to say I was over here a little bit after 12. And there were maybe 3 or 4 people that I knew that were parts of it. And if you actually, Disney Food Blog, I believe, tweeted out a picture. And if you look at it, it's the mass crowd. And then you can see me in my blue Disney 100 shirt from sketch to screen, right in the middle. And then I realized how tall I actually am compared to normal human beings.
So that's crazy. Disney kept it quiet. It wasn't full of bloggers out there trying to get their shot in it. It was still a madhouse because actual normal people at the park just were that excited to see Mando and Grogu.
Yeah, I was walking through. Okay, we're gonna head out. These 2 people are just waiting patiently, but nothing. There were people grabbing him. Like, I could tell you this: you couldn't see the ground in this area, and he was further into the marketplace when I walked in, and the cast had to actually pull him into the doorway over here to get the crowd to disperse. Like, they pulled him backstage for a moment so everybody that was out here would disperse a little bit. And then he came out, barely made it out of the marketplace. And then he goes out and in through that area back there. But I walked out with him, or I was walking out in front of him. Myself and Jeff Lang were the people that were kind of in front of him, walking backwards, doing the, hey, we're going to get as much video as possible. Most of it we can't use, but we're still going to get it. And it was frightening. And then I stood out there waiting for him to come back out because we don't know what his sets are. His sets are all random. It's not a regular character meet and greet. He strolls, and you just are lucky if you bump into him. And I stood there, and at first it was me and maybe 3 other people. By the time I finally gave up and left, which was about 30 minutes after he went backstage, actually over 30 minutes, that entire walkway back there to the backstage area, both sides, 2 deep of people just waiting.
Wow, that's really crazy.
Yeah, it was frightening. I mean, it was nearly as bad as the merch in the morning for Flower and Garden. Oh, we have to talk about Flower and Garden tonight too, don't we?
We have a lot to talk about, man. It's going to be a busy show.
Speaking of big hairy guys, look, Chewbacca.
He's even taller than you.
I would hope so. Wookiees are inherently tall. But yeah, it's standby 15 minutes for Millennium Falcon.
15?
50.
Okay.
I do not believe today is a port day for the Star Cruiser. I've not seen anybody. That was also one of the things on last Wednesday. It was a port day. So not only did you have the regular fans, you had the guests of the Star Cruiser on planet, and there was just a lot of people.
One of those days.
Yeah, it really was. And then we jump over to Magic Kingdom for my second time of the day for It's a Small World. Yeah, I got a tour of all the parks quite a bit that day.
Yeah, something else new that happened. The wheelchair character in It's a Small World. Lots to talk about today for. But now we're just checking out studios. Batu's looking good. Nice. Batu's nice when it's not all that busy. You can actually get around and see stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're this crowd over here for the First Order troopers. Again, it's if there's a character, the crowd is there, and then everybody just stops. Laughing Place does not encourage nor condone just randomly stopping in the middle of the walkways. I do enjoy these kids over here that are in a stroller. They look like they're fighting over a plastic dinosaur. Those are my kids right there.
Guys, we gotta go that way.
Do you see anybody doing the Batu bounty hunt?
No, when I was in earlier, I didn't. I actually was going to try to bring my Magic Band Plus. No, hang on. We'll just walk right next to these First Order troopers.
Just a moment. Who's in charge here? Everybody wants to be squad leader. I've been there.
Carry on. Just act casual. Nothing to see here. No, not stormtroopers. Yeah, nobody is doing the Batu Bounty Hunter from here that I can see.
It's been disappointing.
Yeah, I still have, I think, 10, maybe 12 of those to finish. But that'll be something I will do when I come one day late at night when it's nice and cool.
You live in the wrong state, Joe.
Yes. But if I lived in California, then I wouldn't be doing this.
True. Life is full of sacrifice.
I know. I can sacrifice a few hours of walking and talking with my good friend you. Kyle and I actually had a really fun walk and talk of Flower and Garden on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah,
Kyle did a
fun.
good job while I was gone
Yeah.
hosting the morning show too. I think Kyle's calling is to be on air as much as possible.
I'm pretty sure he would very much disagree with that, but he did a great job.
I want to carry this for her for a while.
We're heading into Toy Story Land where there is construction underway on the barbecue. We can check that out. It's almost
Yep,
ready
the
to
bar-
open.
Opens later this month, and reservations pretty much booked up. Not only did they book up, they shut down the system. I know, big surprise. And then when they fixed the problem, the system opened up and reservations were booked. You know, I couldn't find any in the first few weeks, so. But I do know that come next week, we'll have photos and videos and probably a review of said restaurant, because the Tron Media event includes that.
Ah.
I am also impressed with Slinky Dash because the line no longer extends all the way out here that I've seen, and I came through earlier. So let's walk up, watch our favorite part of Disney's Hollywood Studios, and see how long this wait actually is. Looks like somebody here is doing a scavenger hunt around the area. It's 110 minutes in the queue.
That's pretty long.
Yes. But looking at the queue, it's not even full.
And the Lightning Lane queue isn't very long either.
No, Lightning Lane is pretty much walk right on.
Wow, that seems like a long wait.
camelbacks. Whee! 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 Always fun.
I didn't get a chance to ride that on my last trip. Wanted to, just didn't work out.
I'm really enjoying all these people doing the whatever the scavenger hunt is. It looks like it's one of the corporate, team building type scavenger hunts. So those are always enjoyable to watch. The people who probably have been to a park maybe once in their life try to figure things out.
You could be the ringer, Jeremiah.
I don't remember where I was the other day, but somebody was doing one of those, and I really thought about stopping, but then I was like, no, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have also cheerleader season and spring break-ish. Sorry. So, it's not horribly busy, but it is definitely, I would say it's back to normal. I know that the numbers are still below what they used to be, but it's still busy.
Busy is good. Disney makes more money, they build more stuff.
Yeah, what is the stock today?
Great question. We didn't have a show this morning. I don't know. I don't know what it's been. It's 190. Doing wonderful.
It's better than where it was Thursday. I want to say Thursday was 97, and then Friday it was back up above 1.
Yeah, it got low. You're right.
And then here we have the backyard barbecue. Nope. The Roundup barbecue. Yeah.
Pretty Roundup barbecue.
Really, they're doing some concrete work, and I'm guessing those walls will be down very shortly. Also, one of the things I'm still surprised at is they haven't built a permanent meet and greet location for Buzz or really even Woody, Jesse, or Bo Peep.
They used to have one back when it was just Pixar Place, right?
They had one for Edna, and then they had the different characters in that little area, yeah. But here it's, we're going to stand against the wall. And speaking of walls, look, Willow.
National treasure.
Yep. One of these things is much better than the other.
Jeremiah.
Hey. There's a couple of shows that I'm at the point where I'm just so invested I just keep going. And that was definitely National Treasure and the Santa Clauses. Mighty Ducks 2, or Mighty Ducks Season 2, which sadly was canceled. There is no Season 3 coming from that. I couldn't even make it past the 3rd episode.
Of Mighty Ducks? Or
Yeah.
National Treasure?
Mighty Ducks. National Treasure, I was too deep invested in it and had hopes, and it never paid off.
I like them both.
You watched the Mighty Ducks when they went to that summer camp, right?
Yeah, I watched that with Rebecca. Rebecca really liked it. Jonathan Reevy says, good sized crowd. Is that your impression?
Speaking of good-sized crowds, something that I saw just the other day, Universal Studios Hollywood is actually closing its gates at times. It is doing stop sells on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a direct result of Nintendo World, I'm guessing. Super Nintendo World.
It is, and then they also, it's great they got this brand new land with one attraction, a restaurant, and a store, and I can't wait. I'm dying to get there. That is almost my first stop next time I go back home. But they also lost the special effects show and the animal actor show, so the numbers don't work out that well anymore. And
Yeah.
as Jonathan and I both have experienced, Universal used to there was 6-hour waits for the opening day of Jurassic Park. So,
Well, what did you think of Mando? Season 3, Episode 1.
I enjoyed it. You can listen to the Who's the Boss podcast or watch the live taping that we did. Mike and I talked about that and the latest episode of Bad Batch. I definitely see this season this episode as Mando as a great just setup episode, and I'm excited that they're putting the band back together. So I want to know how long it's going to be until we see Boba Fett, Finnick. Oh, hang on, we got some ducks. I'm not sure what Daisy is doing. We'll work our way around to. I don't know if they're dancing. I think they're trying to dance. Or Daisy is trying to teach Donald how to dance.
Is that what they're doing? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
And Donald just gave him. Oh no, he's getting a running start.
Watch this, watch this.
Maybe Donald's about to do a cartwheel. Yep, Daisy is totally clicking her heels. Oh good, and there's a bit of rain coming. The one cloud above me. Oh, poor Donald. Look at poor Donald. Aww. Okay, I'm gonna start moving away because there are droplets hitting me right here.
Gotta move 15 feet over and miss the rain.
Seriously, it's like Mike when he's walking into Main Street and it's snowing, and then you look down Main Street, it's completely sunny. Yeah, it's a very nice day. The cloud cover just really cooled it off some, and people are still starting to realize that those droplets coming from the sky are not birds flying over.
It's rain. It's Florida, so you don't get a little rain. Something's wrong.
And let's go to starring roles. Aww. And the sign is still there. Still.
Wow. Just covered up. Wow, that's funny.
And that's been years. That was Starbucks time. So what? That's 5-6 years now.
Very long time. That's funny.
Oh, hang on. We'll get the sign as we come back up. Did you hear about Kyle and getting demonetized?
Oh.
Because he kept playing Magic Happens as almost like a bumper. Every time he would play it, it would, stop it.
Ah, well. That's 17 cents we'll never see. Let's Sunset Boulevard, Tower of Terror. I rode that last week. What a great ride. What a spectacular ride.
And the rain is still following me.
No one else seems to notice.
Oh no! If you watch the people every now and then, you just see somebody look up. We will head into the rock and roller coaster area to see if there has been any changes to any signage or anything.
And how many cast members does it take to tell people the attraction is closed?
That is actually a very good question. So let's count as we walk into the courtyard how many cast members are around. You want to do higher or lower?
I will take a number and then you can go higher or lower. I'm going to say there are 4 cast members in front of Rock and Roller Coaster.
I will go 5.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like Beauty and the Beast is loading in, so that's kind of where all the crowd is going. You know, and one of the best kept secrets about Disney's Hollywood Studios is if you're here during the day and you can hit the time where there's a Beauty and the Beast, a Frozen Ever After sing-along, and an Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at the same time, you can walk onto every attraction without any wait.
That's a great tip.
I mean, Tower of Terror is a 70-minute wait right now. Yep, I still see starring Aerosmith. Oh, good. They have the sign here also, so we can just look at it as we approach. There are 2 cast members to the right, so there's 2.
I didn't count these. You're going to win. This way. That's some clever wordplay there.
Yeah, the poster, the guitar. Although, of course, there's Queen playing as we walk in. That's funny.
I think that's our omen. That's our proof.
Yeah, seriously. I see 3 cast members up here, 2 coordinators and 1 rocking cast member.
That's 5.
Oh, and there's 3 right in front of the attraction also. So we're definitely up there. Yeah, we have 8 cast members telling
hula
people,
hoop.
hey, at least they're interacting. Balloons, bubbles, hula hoop.
You're telling people to keep going to one of the better attractions. Racing Academy.
Hey, this is still one of our high videos on our YouTube channel.
Yes, it is. Yeah, a decent attraction. And air conditioning's not bad either.
Yeah, I will say, you know, if you just need a break to sit down and enjoy something, this is definitely the way to go. Of course, that sign has seen better days. I want to say that sign was definitely a temporary, and then they've just like, oh, okay, we're going to keep it for a little while.
Never. That kind of thing never happens.
They did just change out the Cruz Ramirez and DJ signs, because the last time we were back here, I want to say both those were faded. We should probably talk over the Beach Boys, because who knows if they'll demonetize us too. Look at Hollywood Tower Hotel. Looks like something hit it, like lightning.
I wonder when.
Halloween night.
You don't even know the year Tower of Terror set in, do you?
1930 something.
So disappointing.
It's only one of my favorite attractions.
Not favorite enough.
The stone, the cornerstone, was 1912, so I can tell you that. I just can't tell you the storyline here. Are you looking it up right now as we speak?
No, I know it. My son tells me all the time.
What year is it?
1939.
See? That's close. It's also strange right now with all the trees and coming down to the winter, like how deep you can see in places. I've been noticing that as I walk around, looking up and seeing like, oh, I don't remember I could ever see that before. I can't tell which band is currently being played right now, so I can't guess what the other overlay is.
Maybe it is Powerline.
That's one that I'd love to see happen, just to watch fanboys' heads explode. And I say this with true love because this would also be something that I would have conflict with. Is that too much Disney IP or is it too perfect?
That would fit so well, but it's okay. And they're going to use IP anyway with a band, so it might as well be true Disney IP.
Yeah. No, you could have Goofy and Max planning out their road trip in the pre-show room. That doesn't make much sense, but you know, I'm sure that they would come up with a much better storyline than I could in 3 seconds.
That's what they're paid to do. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Beauty and the Beast is loading in. There's hardly anybody on Sunset Boulevard. I don't know what the show times are for Indiana Jones, but I would guess we're pretty close to a time.
Tale is old as time.
Well, I think we're getting close to wrapping up, Doobie, if you want to start that promo for our fun activities for the rest of the day.
Isn't there a new sign on the left? Coming up, the billboard on the left that's coming up soon.
The Coke?
No, not that one. Keep going. It might be where the restrooms are. So when we were there, my son said, that sign's new. It's so clean and bright and shiny.
Is he talking about the tower, the hotel, Hollywood Tower Hotel building or billboard?
Yes.
Yeah, they changed that out. I want to say it's been about a year, but it used to be deteriorated. Like they made it look like it had been up forever, and then I want to say that they did it on purpose and they put up a brand new one, but it doesn't fit with the timeline. So.
Right. Someone's asking if you managed to get some Oscars mixed popcorn.
I did not.
Oh, that's a disappointment.
It would be a very big disappointment for me. I don't eat popcorn. Yeah, that billboard over there looks like it's brand new.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, if you are going to be watching the Oscars on Sunday and you want to enjoy it in a special way, get your Oscars mixed popcorn at a popcorn stand at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Well, here, let me walk over and see what's over at this popcorn stand.
Oscars 95, kettle corn with cinnamon cereal, white chocolate, and gold sprinkles, which sounds pretty good. Part of the Disney dining plan. $7.50 for the bag.
I'm sorry, it's part of the what? What's the Disney dining plan?
Hey, look, this is the new sign, and on the sign, they've got the dining plan logo.
I know. I saw that the other day. I was at Earl of Sandwich, and they still had their giant. Oh, jeez. Hang on. Let me stand in front of this and see if you can identify the sign.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. That's it.
It's right there under the big sign. That little black square you can kind of see over there.
Which means I will try to get a picture of that because it does look like it is in the prepackaged bag, so I can get that without having to purchase.
It comes in prepackaged bags that have the Oscars 95 logo on them. And again, take it home. Watch it on Sunday with your Oscars 95 popcorn straight from Hollywood Studios. I feel like there is no better way to enjoy the Oscars than that.
Is this the 95th anniversary of the Oscars?
I am certainly guessing this is the 95th Oscar telecast.
Because you keep saying Oscar 95, and I'm like, why is it 95?
Yes. This is the 95th Oscars telecast, which means only 5 more until we get to a big one. That's probably going to be like the biggest thing in Hollywood that year.
150?
Yes, very good math. This is why you work in theme parks, Jeremiah. Your math is excellent.
We went from a millennia to 100 to 50 to 60 to
Okay, fair
50 to 100.
Fair enough. Oh, thank you for the reminder. So on Sunday, of course, the Oscars are a big deal here at Laughing Place. No one more entrenched in Hollywood culture than us. So Tony is going to be live tweeting the Oscars with the most esoteric Disney connections possible to every single nomination. And he'll also have Tony jokes, which are almost as funny as real jokes. So make sure you check out our Twitter during Sunday's Oscar telecast. Does
Yeah.
Magic Band Plus interact with Walt Disney there?
No, sadly it does not.
That'd be cool.
He does not light up a cigarette when you walk by and tap your Magic Band Plus on him.
Jeremiah crossing lines. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. This is my first broadcast back since my vacation, and it's hard to come back. So I hope I did okay.
You did okay.
We'll be back. We'll be back in about 4 hours, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to do Disney Parks Talk Live. It's been a really busy week in theme parks with festivals opening on each coast, Grogu and Mando coming to Walt Disney World, and of course my trip to Walt Disney World and sailing, my first sailing on the Disney Wish. So we're going to have a ton to talk about in just 4 hours. Be sure to join me, Jeremiah, Michael Celestino, and I think that'll be our only team. My wife is still at Disney World, so she won't be joining us. So that's why you want to subscribe, like, and ring the bell that says, let me know when these dudes go live.
Hey, you know what else we should start promoting? You know,
What?
if you want to come out to Walt Disney World, there's a good way to help get that planned, and that's through Mouse Fan Travel or MEI Travel. They will do all the hard work and legwork for you. We have links all over our website, and they are some of the greatest people, and they take care of all your needs.
You are correct. Mouse Fan Travel, they took care of my needs on the cruise I was just on, and I even got to hang with Becky a little bit, the owner of Mouse Fan Travel, while on the ship. So definitely recommend them for all your Disney travel needs. Thanks, Jeremiah. I'll let you sign us off here.
And to all, see you later.
See, I thought I had time to find our sign-off.
Oh,
Nope,
sorry.
it's
Go ahead.
10 short.
Oh, if you look over there, there is Frozone. He's hiding behind the tree.
I see him.
Yeah.